Good afternoon. Welcome to Unleash Your Superpower Show. My name is Moctar and I would like to welcome you to this show. Today, I have an extraordinary guest for you. His name is James Coursier. James is a wealth coach, a speaker, an investor, a management consultant, the author of the upcoming book, The Money Paradox, and Why It's So Easy to Become Financially Free. Listen, James has been working with companies all over the world and individuals for over 15 years. And his specialty is money management. And he has been working and traveling around the world. He has a degree in economics and he's a chartered accountant. James has worked and studied in 4 continents and he runs a number of professional networks, including an European wide personal development group. Listen, let's welcome James to the show and let's hear from the man himself. On top of everything, James is also coming to unleash your superpower. He will be at the event on the 10th and 11th of November at the Rembrandt Hotel, and he will be teaching you anything you need to unleash your superpower in the area of money, in transforming and changing your money blueprint. James, welcome to Unleash Your Superpower Show.
Thank you, Moctar, and what an introduction. I am blessed to be on this show, Moctar. It's an absolute privilege, and hello again.
Good, James. Listen, it's such a pleasure to have you on this show and to be able to talk about money today. And I want all our viewers to really watch this show and listen carefully to what this man will have to share with you. He's an expert in the area of money. So if you are watching this show right now and if you are dealing with any sort of money situation, or if you have a vision or a financial goal that you want to achieve, this man can really help you. James, tell me, how did you get into this field? How did you start talking or supporting and coaching people around this area of money? Well, how did you get to this thing? Please tell me.
Thank you, Moctar. Well, look, I've achieved great success in my life, and you covered a number of the different areas, but life was certainly not always this way. I grew up in Birmingham with a single mother upbringing. It was very difficult. My mum really struggled and was very much close to bankruptcy for a number of years. And I saw the stress it put on her life and the families being close to that red line. And from that very young age, I thought, I do not want this for the rest of my life. I saw the pain this subject can give people if treated in the wrong way. So I was blessed in some ways of that difficult background, because that spurred me on a journey to really dedicate my life to this area and actually be passionate in improving myself both personally and professionally in the subject of money. And through that journey, I've seen a number of people wrestle with this area, and I'm very fortunate to have got great success in this area through dedication. But I would see people who often came from wealthier backgrounds, would have wealthier jobs, and yet would struggle in this area, and it perplexed me. I couldn't understand why they struggled in it. And it wasn't until a few years later that I came to understand that, and making sense of why so many people, don't do well in this area, yet have the platform in which to do well. Okay, that difference is where this business title, and actually the book that's coming out next year, The Money Paradox, came from. Okay, because the subtitle to that is why it is so easy to become financially free, yet so few do. Because when you look at the numbers, most people can get there. We live in a developed country with great support. Very easy to get good money in this country. We have many opportunities, and you don't actually need that much money to become financially free. Yet, when you look at the statistics, very few ever get there. And I'm talking retirement age, not talking within the kind of time frame people actually want to become financially free. So as I came to understand why this paradox happened between what people can achieve and what people do achieve, through that, okay, it's through understanding that you can start to escape that paradox and guarantee success in this area and become not just okay in this area, not just removing that block, but actually using as a tool to achieve what you want from life. And we'll come on to that in a second. But essentially, it's understanding what is creating that paradox.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for that really, really clear, explanation of the whole thing and your background, and I hope our viewers can really relate to what you share. I know, coming from like a really humble background myself, I know how it is when you struggle, when you see your parents struggle, and today I really acknowledge you for the fact that you are now making a difference in the life of so many people because you experience that struggle. And it's really you are really, it takes something for you to get over all that and decide that to make a difference not only in your life but in the life in so many people. So I really acknowledge you for what you do. So
And Moctar, just sorry, just to add to that, like, I think you hit the nail on the head, Moctar, and I think this is where we very much are aligned, right? What drives us in life and where we want to add value in this life is to unlock people's potential, right? To help people see what it is that they want from life and give them what they need to make that happen, right? I've gone on a big journey, right, and I'm getting that great success, but when you get there, like yourself, when you get to that point, you think, okay, well, I'm looking at all these other people really struggling here, trying to work out what's the next move here. And it's all about facilitating that, giving people what they need to go to that next level, right? And for most people, I would say one of, if not the biggest topic to work on, right, and to master is the subject of money. And that is why I'm so passionate about this area. And my goal, my vision from all of this is to transform as many people's lives as possible through this subject.
thank you for that, James. And tell me, what is it that you teach specifically? What is it that you teach, and what is the money paradox?
So, if I were to explain what I do in one sentence, it's teaching people how to become financially free so that they can focus on what they really want to do in life. Because money is just a tool, okay? People have different reasons for existing in this world, right? And I am fundamentally of the belief that people everywhere, no matter where you are, no matter what walk of life you go through, everybody has a purpose, a meaning to their life. And it's all about understanding that, unlocking that, and going on the journey of manifesting that. And that's what fulfills us as people. That one of the key ways of unlocking that is through financial freedom, okay? Because for so many people it is a restriction. So it's about financial freedom, being free from the subject of finances, of money, to focus on what you really want to do in life, all right? The money paradox, why I use that, is about understanding the difference between what is possible and what people find themselves falling into. Understand that paradox, okay? And I'll give you 3 quick examples to illustrate the point.
Yep.
1, money is a taboo. People do not like talking about it. Because people don't like talking about it, we do not have that communication flow, and so we do not evolve in the subject. We talk about health, we talk about sports, music. Okay, these are easy subjects to talk about, and so therefore that communication flow allows us to evolve and mature in those areas and think at a higher level. With the subject of money, we don't, and therefore we limit ourselves. Okay, and whenever we do, we kind of create this internal dialogue that creates a whole load of BS thoughts, right? Which is counterproductive. Okay?
Yep.
It's about removing that taboo on the subject of money. Secondly, we do not get education in this area. Right? You think about the traditional academic path people take. It's very much geography, history, math, science, never about really kind of practical subjects like personal money management, financial education, all right? So I'm a big believer in educating yourself in this area because through the traditional channels, you do not get that. Third one is about understanding, okay, that this can't just be a wishful thinking. It needs to be something that transfers into material, consistent improvement. All right. It's like if I say to somebody, how much money do you want? Most people will say, oh, I want to be a millionaire or a billionaire. There's nothing behind that. It's just a kind of arbitrary number. All right. So if you just put a number out the air and you've got nothing connecting to it, that's all it will be, a wishful thought. So if you want to materially do well in this area, you got to get clear on what you want and why you want it. Because if you don't have that, you're just going to stay where you are, a dream and nothing more.
Very good. James, very good point that you illustrate there. Like people have wishful thinking. And one thing I want for our viewers, for you watching this video right now, I want you to get some action, some tips, some knowledge that you can really apply in your life right now. So I'm gonna ask James to give us some things that you can go away and straight away apply in your life so that you can reach your financial freedom. So James, if you can think of 3 things that our viewers, if there is somebody watching this video right now dealing with something in the area of money, I'm really committed that that person, you get something that can be of value to you, something that you can really go away and apply on right now. So James, what are those 3 things you can think of that our viewers can take away with them?
Okay, great. Yeah. So, look, before I go into some top tips, right? I'll come up with 3 in a second. But before I do, I have a clear methodology that I work through. All right. And to make sense of that, right, and to make it easy to remember, I use the mnemonic paradox. So it's a 7-step process following the PARADOX. And if you want to understand a bit more about that, you can check out my website. I got some content there. You can start to read up about those different areas, and the website will be in the comments below, so you can check that out. All right. But coming to your question at hand, right? 3 top tips to kind of get to that next level, to get started and improve in this area. I'd say number 1 is start now. Too many people I meet and they say, oh yeah, I've got this focus going on at the moment, I really want to sort out my relationships, or I really want to sort out my business or whatever, right? This isn't the right time, or I don't have much money right now. I'm going to sort that out later when I got some money, when my situation's improved. That is the wrong way of looking at it. There is no better time to start than now. And that is because time is one of the most powerful assets or tools that you have in the subject of money. The more time you have, the more successful you'll be in this area, right? So start now. I cannot emphasize that enough, all right? It's not about getting to some magic number before you can start. Quite the opposite. Start now to work out how you're going to get to that magic number. Reframe it. Second one, have a really clear outcome of where you want to get to. And I do not mean just money. I'm talking from your life. The amount of people I meet and I'm like, what do you want from life? And they're like, I don't know. Or they do know, and it's kind of vague, it's fluffy. And you start to kind of poke at them and challenge that, and it doesn't make sense, or it sounds very unclear. So get really clear on what you want from your life, all right? You don't have to completely get it 100% accurate the first time you do it. You just want to have a clear vision of where you want to get to. Because when you have that, you have direction. You have a clear view of where you want to get to, and that will inspire you and pull you towards getting there rather than having to be this constant push. So once you know what you want, you can then understand, okay, so if that's what I want, what do I need to do to get that? What outcomes do I need to unlock what it is that I want? And there'll be a number of those things, right? And through that, there'll be some that will be easier or harder, more critical to getting what it is that you want. One of those areas almost certainly will be money, okay? But because you know what you want, you can clearly articulate what it is specifically around money that connects to what you ultimately want, all right? Whether it's a specific number, a particular time frame, a specific way in which you have this money, right? And once you've got that, then you've got a really exciting vision of where to get to, and that will empower you to really progress in this area, all right? So number 2, get clear on what it is you want, all right? Number 3, you know what it is that you want, all right? Well, how do you get there, all right? The million-dollar question. How is it that you get there? But it's all about putting a plan together, all right? So you're clear on where it is that you want to get to. Now start to think, okay, well, if that's where I want to get to, and this is where I am right now, okay, how do I get there? All right, what do I need to do in a year's time? What do I need to do in 3 months' time? All right, what are the different ways in which I can do it? What are all the different things I can do to unlock this and actually get there in a meaningful way, right? And you start to put a plan of action together, all right? This will start getting you excited. You can start working towards that, start seeing those results, start see the movement towards what you ultimately want, and that's going to start creating that positive feedback loop to keep you going, maintaining that momentum, and ultimately unlock what it is that you want. All right, so 3 things. 1, all right, start now. 2, get really clear on what you want, and 3, put together a plan of how to get there.
Good. Thank you, James. That's really, really clear. And I hope our viewers watching this video right now are getting a lot of value. You know, whatever it is, if you want to become financially free, if you want to have that, to reach that goal, that financial goal that you have, the first thing you want to do is start right now. Start right now. There's no better time than this specific moment. So you want to start right now. And the second thing is have a clear vision of where you want to go. What is it that, what's your number? What is it that you want to do? And then have a plan in place to achieve all that. That's really clear. Thank you, James. And I'm taking that on as well. And I want all our viewers to take that on right now and to be in action in the area of money. Now, I want to do something. I want to give our viewers an opportunity to ask any question that you have. And James is here. He's going to answer those questions. So if you have a question in the area of money or anything, let's get those questions out and let's have the expert in the area of money and wealth answer those questions. So let's have a look. What do we have? So we have Emilio Roman here. Emilio is saying, hello, brother. Hi, Emilio. Great, great, great to see you. Great to have you online. We have Natalie saying, hello, guys. Hi, Natalie. Hi, great to have you online. We have my brother Malik Tahir saying, well, Tolkien. Thank you, Malik. Thank you for watching. And we have a question. Well, Natalie is asking, James, what is the best way to manage money? So if you have money, what is the best way to manage that money?
Okay, so that's quite a broad question. But I'm going to assume when you say manage my money, you mean, okay, so you've got money coming in, money going out. What's the best way of making sense of that, having a clear plan around that, right? I'm going to read it like that, okay? So number 1, okay, start with the big questions. Like I said, what is it that you want from life, okay? Where does money fit in? Where are you right now? Have that bigger plan, all right? Because when you have that, you've got a clear trajectory, all right? When it comes to managing your money, okay, that management needs to fit into that, okay? It needs to work with that. Because if it doesn't, all right, what you're doing on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis won't feel connected with it. And your brain will think, well, I've got this vision of where I want to get to, but what I'm actually doing day to day doesn't actually fit into that. And so you will sabotage yourself. You will stop doing it because you don't feel that what you're doing is actually moving you towards what you want, okay? So the key focus is make it connect, all right? So if you're committing to specific numbers by the end of the year, right? All right, then what you're committing to and what you're saving, say, for example, each month needs to correlate with that, needs to fit so that the assumption is you will get to those goals in a year's time, all right? Now, if you want to get tactical, it's all about understanding to what level you want to do this. You can go really simple or you can go super complex, all right? And there's no one answer, okay? It depends on how much you want to focus on this, how juiced you are about this, right? If you really hate this whole subject, you want to do the minimum, and you know if it's not going to take you 5 minutes and super quick, you're just not going to do it. Call that out on yourself and set yourself up for success and do that minimum version. If you really want to get stuck in and start dedicating some serious time to this and getting really into it, and you love spreadsheets and all that, then really go to town and do that, all right? So find that right balance for you, all right? And if you put in a plan and you find yourself not sticking to it because it's taking too long, or you find it boring, or it feels tedious, stop. Change the plan until you have a way in which it makes sense for you and you are juiced and it makes, and you kind of get behind it and it works for you, right? In the
Awesome.
specifics, just very quickly,
Yeah,
last thing, if you want to be really tactical, high level points, right? Understand what's coming in. What's the income? Right? So firstly, you need to understand what's going on right now. What are you earning, all right, on average a month? What are you spending on average a month right now? So get really clear, really own what the situation is, right? There's no point saying I want to save £2,000 a month, but really, at the moment you're earning 2,000 and you're spending 2,500. If that's where you are right now, you aren't going to suddenly overnight be able to save £2,000 a month. And if you set that as a goal, you're going to set yourself up for failure at the beginning. So do that analysis up front. Where are you right now? What's your situation right now? And then think, okay, what's my stretch goal? How can I change this in a way where it's going to improve my situation while being sustainable and reasonable? 2 key words, okay? Because if you stop in 3-6 months time, you fail. This has got to work for the long term, all right? So set yourself up for success from the beginning.
Good, James. We have another statement from we have a statement from my brother Malik here. And guys, if you're watching this live video right now, I want you to fire all your questions to James Courtier. James is a wealth coach, and James is here to answer all your questions. So, James, I'm conscious of time, so we're gonna keep this very quick. And I also want to talk about you coming to unleash your superpower. And I really want to really quickly. I've got a statement from my brother Tahir here, and Tahir said, "Money is basic need for every moment in life to buy product." What's your belief around money? And guys, if you're watching this video right now, James Courtier is here. He's a wealth coach. He's an expert in area of money, and right now he's answering any question you have in the area of money. So if you have a question in the area of money, this is the moment to ask it to the expert. James is here. He's a wealth coach, and he's committed that you get something out of this conversation today. So thank you for watching. So James, what's your thought about that? What do you think that money is? My brother Tahir is saying money is a basic need for every moment in life to buy products. So what is your thought about that?
Yeah. So look, I have a lot of people come to me and say, "Oh, it annoys me how money is this constant burden. You have to do it for everything, and you're assessed based on money, and all of this stuff, right?" And it's like anything, right? Don't hate the game. Understand the life we live, right? And the environment we live in. Set yourself up for success by understanding it and playing it to maximize your outcome for yourself, but also the people you care about and the wider world, right? Whether we like it or not, we live in a capitalist society, and money is very much at the heart of that. Okay? Money is a tool that we need to support ourselves in many different areas, like your brother well articulated. Okay? So if you don't agree with that, it's not about fighting that. You're not going to change the paradigm in which our world lives in overnight. Okay? So it's about acknowledging that. Don't fight it. Okay? Understand that and set yourself up for success with that. So if money is not a forte for you, recognize that this is an important area, and getting yourself up to a good level in this area will unlock so much for you in the areas that you do care about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so see it for what it is. So money, for example, money is almost seen as the number one KPI. Okay, the number one important thing in life, and it feeds a lot of the underlying thought patterns for people. All right, so you don't need to buy into that, but you also need to recognize that and make it a part of how you live your life so that you can have a successful life in all areas.
Good. Thank you, James. And that's really, really clear. You know, we everybody have a different money blueprint, but it's really important our different belief around money. And it's really important to understand that we live in a society where we need money. So it's really important to have a wealth coach, somebody that will sort of rewire your money blueprint, change your belief around money so that you are completely free around money and you can use money in your advantage rather than be at the effect of money where you don't have enough money or you don't know how to maximize the money that you have. So thank you, James, for those comments. And I know that you coming to this extraordinary event, which is Unleash Your Superpower. And listen, this event is on the 10th and 11th of November at the Rembrandt Hotel. And James will be there to share with you his technique about how to transform your money blueprint and unleash your superpower in the area of money. So, James, tell me, what is it that people can expect from you at that event? I know how extraordinary you are in the area of wealth. I know how extraordinary you are in coaching people. And I just want the audience, you watching this right now, to understand what you're going to get from this extraordinary event.
So I think it's important first to understand the wider context of this event, right? What is it about? Unleash your superpower. It's about that. It's about recognizing what it is that is important to you, what your power is, what your power is to this world. How do you unlock that and share it with the world to add value to a wider audience, not to just yourself, just your family, but to as many people as you can, right? To really touch and inspire as many people as possible. Okay? Now, if you think about it, the biggest reason, the biggest blocker for most people really going for what they actually want to do in life, what is it?
One of the reasons is money, my friend. You know, people have mindset and people have money. You know, once the mindset is being taken care of, yeah, next thing is money.
Exactly. It's the
Yeah.
subject of money, right? From two perspectives. Either one, to go out and create that, it's going to cost money. Okay? And if we aren't in a strong place financially and we don't have those funds to really set up what it is that we want to create in our life, we feel restricted and we can't do it to the level that we can. We can't unlock our potential. The other way is we are so stuck in maintaining what it is we need to survive and what we set up to fund that, i.e., you know, our day-to-day job, that we get stuck having to do that for most of our life. And so if we then go to then create what it is that we want from life, we start to neglect that job, okay? And that then starts to show in the job, and then we start to risk losing that job. And then we worry, oh no, what are we going to do? How are we going to support our family or our bills, right? And so then we retract from what it is that we want to really do, let that go, move back to the job, okay? And then what happens is we flick between the two, never really quite progressing in either. So it's really important to acknowledge that this is such an important area to master to unlock and unleash your superpower. How will I do that and how will I advocate that and teach that within the event? Some key things. So I'll talk about that 7-step process, the paradox. Okay, 1, P, your position. Where are you right now? What is the position you're in right now? Get really clear on that so you know your starting position. Okay, A, ambition. So what is your ambition in life? Where do you really want to get to? We're going to start working through that and understand that and see how money fits into that. Get really clear. What's that number that you need to be working towards that's really going to unlock what you really want from life? Okay. R, what are the rules that you need to follow to get there? We're going to start putting together a plan, a strategy in which to get there. And that's going to get super exciting because it's going to start to feel real and you're going to have something in which to follow and move towards, right? R is the rules. So the rules you need to follow to get there. So that's all the techniques, all right, the strategy in which to start moving towards that endpoint. A, analyze. We're going to start working out a way to really powerfully understand what it is that you're spending, what is it that you're earning. From that incredible information that you're going to understand, you're going to have the toolkit, right? The knowledge in which to really maximize the benefit and the progress you can make in the short term as well as the medium and long term. We're then going to move on to O, taking advantage of the opportunity of making money from money. So effectively investing. How do we really make that strong return that everybody so elusively wants while not risking losing our money? Okay. Warren Buffett famously says, okay, rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1, all right? It's said so many times. It's so commonly said for a reason. It's so important. Keeping the money that you already have is more important than making it, because it is easier to lose money than it is to make it, all right? So do not forget that lesson. We then move on to X, exporting all of this knowledge, all of this information, all of this power that we have in this area from our conscious to our subconscious. Export, not exploit.
Oh, export.
Export. Yeah, export as in to export from our conscious to our subconscious.
Oh, yeah.
And that is super important because this takes time to really understand and master, all right? But through that, okay, we want to take it and reduce it down to a simple and easy to follow process, because that is what will enable us to be able to follow it forever. If it's super easy and doesn't take very much time, maybe 1 or 2 hours a month, you are going to do it, not just now, but in a year, 2 years, 5 years from now. All right?
So that, guys, listen.
So paradox, sorry, just to finish.
Who's gonna care?
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
go, James, yeah.
Yeah, so to conclude, okay, we have the paradox. What is your current position? Where is your ambition, right? Where do you want to get to? What are the rules you need to follow to get there? How do you analyze most effectively what it is that's important for you? Decide on a spending plan going forward to set yourself up for that success. Take advantage of the opportunity of making money from money, okay, to really skyrocket those returns. And then lastly, exporting all of that from your conscious to your subconscious to make it simple and easy to follow.
Beautiful. Guys, this is a really step-by-step process that you can follow. James will be at Unleash Your Superpower event on the 10 and 11 of November, and he will take you through those steps practically. You will be able to not only master them, but apply them and learn them and really ingrain those into your blueprint. And guys, this is your opportunity to ask any question to James, and you have a massive opportunity to come and see him at Unleash Your Superpower on the 10 and 11 of November at the Rembrandt Hotel. Click on the link that is in the comments of this video. There is a link that I put in the description actually of this video, and I'll put a link after this video in the comment. Click on those links and get your ticket. Unleash Your Superpower on the 10 and 11 of November at the Rembrandt Hotel. Click on that link right now and book your ticket, reserve your seat. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I just want to acknowledge our viewers for all the interactions, right? We have Raj, who says he will be there. You know, Raj says, exactly, James, fantastic. You know, you need a big enough why. Thank you, Raj, for all those interactions. Thank you for being here. Raj said, hi, James and Moctar. Hi, Raj. Thank you for being online. Thank you for watching. We also have Steven. Steven is a great, great friend of mine. He's out there making a difference to people in the world of broadcasting and recording, and he created a system called the Billionaire Club. So I will speak with Steven in a few days as well. And Steven say, hey, Raj. Hi, everyone. Hi, Steven. Thank you for being there. And my brother Malik says, James, thank you. It's a very good conversation. So thank you, Malik, for this interaction. And thank you to Natalie for watching and for Natalie says hello guys. And thank you, Natalie, for watching and for putting your comment out there and your question out there. And thank you to my brother Emilio. Emilio is in the US. I think last time I saw him, he was in North Carolina. So Emilio, thank you for watching. He's a great guy with a lot of energy. So thank you for being here, guys. It's been such a pleasure of having you. We're coming to the end of this show, to the end of this Unleash Your Superpower show, and it's been such a pleasure to have James Coursier on this show today, and it's such a pleasure to have all of you watching and interacting. One thing that I want to tell you, if you're watching this video after, you're going to be watching this video. So to all of you who have watched this video right now, and to all of you who will be watching this video later, I want to share something with you that's really important. James is a coach in the area of wealth. Whatever you're dealing with, if you're dealing with something or anything in the area of money, James is the person that can unlock your superpower in that area, that can share with you some technique that can really free you up in that area. So, James, for our viewers right now, how is it that people can contact you? Because I really want our viewer to be able to get in touch with you so that if you watching this are dealing with something in the area of money, you can get in touch with James and he can help you. So, James, how can our viewer get in touch with you?
Well, there's a number of ways, Moctar. I have my website, themoneyparadox.net. You can go on there. You can read up a little bit more about what it is that I teach, my background, how it is that I operate. Okay, really powerful information in there. You can get a better understanding of that content. In addition, you can check out my social media. I've got Facebook and Instagram. All you need to do is search for James Coursier, and you can see that, and you can just follow me in real time and understand what it is that I'm working on and all the various seminars and talks and all the kind of crazy stuff that I get up to. Follow me that way. You can reach out to me directly, send me an email through my website or through my social media, and you can reach out to me and understand how it is that we can potentially work together more closely, one-to-one. If one-to-one coaching you think would be powerful, if there's something that you really want to unlock and master in a short period of time, you don't want to start wasting time trying, different things, you want to really just kind of get it in the most effective and accelerated way. That is also an option. You can also come to unleash your superpower and understand in a much more broader context what it is that you need to understand and follow as a high-level strategy to master this area of money, and thereby, through that, unleash your superpower. So in summary, you can check out my website, themoneyparadox.net, social media, Facebook, Instagram, James Coursier. You can send message to me directly. We can catch up and talk about some one-to-one coaching. And you can come to the awesome, incredible event, Unleash Your Superpower, on the 10th and the 11th of November with the incredible, the inspirational Moctar Adeleke at the Rembrandt Hotel, South Kensington. Phenomenal venue, an action-packed 2 days, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to blow your socks off. We're talking 24 hours of hard-hitting, powerful content. Your life will never be the same after those 2 days. I can promise you that. Thank you, Moctar, for bringing me on today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I always enjoy talking with you. You like my day up as well, mate. I love your energy, and I very much look forward to spending those 2 days with you.
Thank you, James, for being here with us, guys. Thank you for watching, and thank you for my brother Raj for all your comments, your encouragement. Is so great and refreshing to have you here. And I will be in touch with you shortly, and we can have a conversation. Looking forward to call you and to meet you very shortly. Thank you for all of you watching, guys. I really want to thank you for watching. Really want to thank James for being here with us today, and we can't wait to see you at Unleash Your Superpower on the 10 and 11 of November at the Rembrandt Hotel from 9 o'clock to 9 p.m. And it's going to be an extraordinary weekend. You really want to come there. If you're getting married that day, if your wedding date is that day, change your wedding date or come with your bride to that event and with all your guests. Guys, it's been such a pleasure having you watching this video and having kids here today. I want to leave you with one thing. You have tremendous power in you. I want you to get that. You have tremendous power in you. And this event is all about unleashing that power. You have tremendous power in you. And until we meet again tomorrow, same time, have a freaking day. Start your week powerfully. And I want to leave you with one word. Live strong, live powerfully, believe in yourself, and remember, you are freaking awesome. See you tomorrow on Unleash Your Superpower Show. Have a great weekend and take care.